Hey, happy Friday. How are you? I hope all is well. I am having a really good day. It's a chill Friday. I have some work that I need to do, but other than that, I'm just sort of working on my own personal goals. And of course, in this moment, dude, I'm just spending time in nature. Um, I wanted to talk about freedom, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom to be ourselves and the importance of it. I certainly have talked about this in the past, okay? But I feel compelled to talk about it again today. Um, when we live um, to impress other people, like fully as a performance, you know, and we're not connecting to ourself, our authentic self, not in any way, or even in just very limited ways. But dude, I would say limited is better than no way. Um, then it all can come crashing down on you, right? If you're only concerned, or if your main concern, dude, is to please other people, impress other people, or even keep people from, bringing any kind of heartache to you, right? You're in a situation where if you get out of line in a certain way, then you may have some severe blowback or even just like, negligible blowback, but it's significant enough over a compounded amount of time that you just sort of feel like, no, I'd rather just do essentially as I'm told than to be your authentic self. Dude, this is a bummer way to live for many reasons. I could go a whole list of things, okay? But what I want to talk about now is, dude, what a sad existence that is. This isn't me bringing any kind of judgment on anybody. I have done this life, okay? I did that life for years. So I know what I'm talking about. This is not a judgmental tone, dude. This is me having serious compassion and empathy for a younger version of me and for any other soul who is living in this kind of performative state, dude. It's not good. You just wind up being so out of touch with you, yourself, who you are, so significantly that you're not, dude, you're not experiencing joy, love, happiness, or even your own true, sincere emotions because you're always constantly having to fight those things back and just put on the performance, right? Show up in the way that you are expected to by your environment. Show up in the way that you are supposed to in one way or another. It's, dude, I don't even like to I really don't like going into my memory bank and connecting to that version of myself because it, the way that I feel about it now, looking back, I go, dude, that was me in prison. Uh, okay. But I have to, when I am called upon to look at that version of myself, I do it. Okay. Because there's a part of me that feels like I need to show up for that woman, dude. I need to show up for that woman and bear witness to what her experience was. All of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and connect to who she was and what were the things that brought her to that place. What were the steps that helped her to get out of it? But by doing that work, by going back and just acknowledging her plight or my plight, right? It makes it so that future versions of me, dude, will be much better prepared when moments of people pleasing or whatever it is, dude, come over me. I can go, no, dude, I know what that life is. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to go back to those places, dude. I understand the role that I played in getting myself into those dark spaces. But because I know that those dark spaces exist, places so dark that I didn't know that they were existing in the world, like I had never been in such a dark place. Now me, right? I have my vision is clearer. I can go, no, I know what the fuck is out there. Okay. And I know what the fuck is inside of me if I let myself go down those dark paths. Right? And so my eyes are just much more open. I go, no, I need to pay a visit with that girl. Every so often, dude, I need to sit with her. I need to hold her hand. I need to be patient and listen to her heart. Listen to her fears, her motivations, dude. I need to sit with her. Let her say everything that she needs to say. Give her a hug and let her know that everything is going to be okay. And I say it with the full heart. I say it with complete honesty, right? Because I'm looking at myself today and I'm going, dude, fuck. Right? My life isn't perfect, not in any way. It doesn't matter. I feel much more free now than I was then. I feel so much stronger than I was then, so much more capable. But I think the big key is that I am so much more connected to myself. I know myself much more clearly than I did then. I can see myself, right? I can see when I am feeling squirmy because of fear, because of doubt, right? And I don't run away from that version of myself. I go, okay, let's sit down, let's address it, let's think it through. And yeah, I do. I spend a lot of time in meditation, a lot of time in prayer, a lot of time in silence. And I understand that most people who come across this may feel like that is such an inconvenient way to live. What else do you get done in this world, lady? Uh, that's fair. I think for me, I feel like because I am intentional in spending that time, okay, really getting to know myself, not only a past versions of myself, but who I am currently and what I hope for the future, it makes it so that I'm much more present in my everyday life, right? So the time that I'm spending with family, the time that I'm spending doing all the, in quotes, normal things that everybody else does, I feel so much more present, dude. I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not running away from anything. I'm experiencing life as if though, I don't know, like as if I was experiencing something new, like if you, first time you go to another city or something, or another country even, right? You're much more present. You're going, looking at everything and you're going, whoa, look at the sky, look at the mountains, look at the roads, look at the people, right? And you're just more present. That is how I live my life, dude. Genuinely. I just am much more connected to what is happening in my own life and in my environment. Okay. And so how am I able to do that, dude? It is by spending that time to get to know those difficult parts of myself, those difficult parts of my history. Okay. For a long time, that was done through meditation and prayer. Then I went through a very dark period. And the only way I can undo those knots was through the help of a therapist. Okay. First therapist was great. Couldn't be with her very long. Second therapist was god awful. Okay. Third one changed my life. This person helped me to get back on the path. Okay. Helped me to see things in a different way because my own vision had become so distorted. And to have somebody who was essentially outside of the hole that I was living in to go, no, it's safe out here. You look at me, I'm living out here. I am surviving, I'm thriving. I'm not hiding in a hole. Everything is okay. It's safe to come out. Because I legitimately, dude, I think I had a period of like maybe a year where I even had some agoraphobia. Did not want to go outside. Like I was in such distress. Okay. And so I share all that. Is it because I'm an oversharer? Yeah, I feel like I always sort of have been. I can't even help myself. I just, I have to be honest. I don't have to share these things on the internet, right? Even if I'm like a very honest person, like, am I compelled in any way to share these things? Not in a traditional way, no. I do feel called upon to do this sort of thing. I did who I was even 3 years ago. The thought of me doing this audio recording today would have been like no, there's no fucking way. So it's been a little bit of a journey. What can I tell you? Anyway, I hope that helps, dude. I really, really do. Okay. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Until next time, see ya.